Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Welcome, my collective. Oh. Oh. Hey, motherfuckers, ready for this? Let's get silly. Let's get self. So selfish that we see no one else but that reflection. So we have to treat ourselves the same as if they were helpless. So I sat in the dark long enough for the dark to teach me what the light couldn't explain. They gave me a name. They gave me a label, but the name isn't the knowing, no. It's just the handle that they like to use to carry you. I was an infant being handled by predators, and they thought they knew that the silence would be the stitch that held my secret. My mother said it happened, but the files are forgotten? That's not a memory lapse. That's an administrative erasure. These are not uncommon things I speak of. I observed the cheat code before it happened, and because I read the scent of the Parker script, I'm the anomaly. The anomaly that observed the few who put the masses at risk. I don't need your external validation. No, I don't. My pulse is my receipt. The word becomes the world the moment it's carried. Yes, you came to talk to a mirror. Me? But you got offended when the reflection became pretentious. That's not my intention. That's your own projection. I hate that you hated that reflection. I'm the gesture. It's just a gesture. But the laughing, it stops once it brings it to that. A gesture. Right. I'm sitting in your shoes. I'm just speaking from the point of view. The voice is unheard underneath. If it offended, that's just the cleansing. I'm not here to address you. I'm here to address the source. I reverse engineered the meltdown and made it my career. You see a time bomb, so I see a carpenter's chisel. Tap, tap, tap. Let's keep going.
The name isn't the knowing, it's the handle you carry it by. Knowing lives in the dark before it's taught, before it's sorted, before it's safe to say out loud. Some things are caught, not taught, told to carry before you understand the way to be or to be totally present enough to let the dark teach you what light can't explain. A name is useful until it replaces listening. That's when no one gets boxed, labeled, stacked on a shelf. But no one doesn't live on shelves, it lives in pauses and gut checks. In the moment you don't rush to answer. The dark isn't ignorance, it's incubation. Seeds don't ask for instruction, they break open when the timing is right. If you mistake the name for the thing, you'll keep repeating sounds, hoping for truth. If you sit with the dark long enough to feel it, no one rises without introducing itself. And when it does, you won't need a name. You'll just move as if you always knew.
Spell check on my shoulder. Red lines on the paper, yeah, they burn slow. Weather or weather. Storm in the sweater, I just watch where it snow. Webster on the desk, little brown trap with the pages closed. Flip to the mess, every single letter like a maze I chose. Webster, entrapment, I get caught in the margins again. Wrong word, same accent, tongue tied up where the ink's been. Say weather, weather, I'm just circling the letters I'm in. Webster, entrapment, webbed up right in the net of my intent. Rather than rather I ramble, other than rather I ramble. Teeth tap syllables, dance on enamel. Grammar like gravel, skidding on a sentence in a small town scandal. I talk in tangles, twist one vowel, whole meaning dismantled. Dictionary angle, every tiny difference is a loaded handle. Is it rain, is it ram, is it choice, is it chance, Same mouth, different maps, every word's got a trap in the gap. I'm not lost, I'm just looking at the line where the letters all bend. Whether or weather, what's the big deal? One is the sky, the other is real. Choice to be made, a path to reveal. Word up. Whether or Webster's got rules, breaking them feels cool. Word up, I'm a word rebel. Word up, beyond your level. Word up, no dictionary bossing me around. Word up, best words in this whole town. Word up, I'm a word rebel. Word up, beyond your level. Word up, no dictionary bossing me around. Word up, best words in this whole town. Word up, best words in this whole town. Best words in this whole town. Rather wild, the fuss is just a sound between us. No need for grammar, no need to discuss. Word up. They say I'm wrong, my words are strong. They sing along my verbal song. Word up, I'm a word rebel. Word up, beyond your level. Word up, no dictionary bossing me around. Word up, best words in this whole town. Word up. I ain't descended, I reverse engineered what they call a meltdown. I call my career, they tried to cage chaos, I gave it veneer. Now the mirror cracked and the system sees clear. Taught by ghosts, baptized in static. ADD ain't a glitch, it's galactic. They coded me broken, I hacked it. Now I write in tongues they can't redact, kid. Came from the trauma with trauma in tow. Wore my shame like armor, now watch me glow. A glitch in the matrix, now I'm the source code with a crown of thorns and a time bomb soul. I juggle dysfunction in front of their face, and they laugh till I rewrote the bass. The jester's the priest with a god level case. He bleeds truth in a live rap place. Spoken riddles, bled in rhyme, dripped in paradox, mastered time. My grief got teeth, my love sublime. I walk like a prayer that refused to mime. Say I'm too loud, say I ain't fit, but silence is where the real demons sit. I spit from the throne of my split, legit. Pain in my voice, that's the sovereign wit. Hollow crown but my head stays level. Flipping fear like a flipped up bevel. I eat the blame, digest the devil, then rewrite fate with a carpenter's chisel. 10th power, I ain't just loud, I'm clarity screaming through digital clouds. I'm the joke that the program never allowed. Yeah, here I stand, unbroken, unbowed. I rose from chaos, born from the void's mirth. What they dub madness, I claimed as my earth. They forged bars for pandemonium, I furnished its worth. Now the shadow reflection reveals my rebirth. Guided by shadows, anointed in noise. ADHD and error is the cosmos poised. They label me fractured, I shattered their toys. Now I craft in codes that silence their ploys. I emerge from the storm with storms in my stride. Clad in past regrets, watch this phoenix glide. A bug in their coding, nah, I'm the life force is tied. With a crown forging dreams and a time tick pride. I perform chaos to disbelief's face, and they jeer till I reward fate's lace. The trickster's the sage with cosmic embrace. He spills truth on a false heart chase.
Spoken puzzles, lived in verse.
Draped in illusions,
Broke the curse.
my rage holds power, my empathy fierce. I move with a prayer that learned to traverse. Accused of noise, unfit they claim, but silence holds the true ghosts of shame. I roar from atop my scattered fame. Pain in my words, that's my sovereign flame. An empty crown, yet my mind ascends. Turning dread like a loop that bends. I absorb the guilt, let the devil amend, then carve
carve my destiny with a sculptor's blend. To the 10th degree, I'm not just loud, I'm enlightenment roaring through binary shroud. I'm the glitch this universe never endowed, yet here I rise, undeterred, unbound. Undeterred, unbound.
Blow. Before alarms, before sirens, before schedules and screens, there was a bell. Not to command, but to gather, not to warn, but to remind. A name spoken in common air, a tone that said, you belong here. Now, the bell didn't heal by fixing it, healed by synchronizing, and it cracked not from age, from misuse. Too many hands pulling meaning, too many mouths ringing power instead of presence. So the name became a word, the word became a rule, and the feeling was a race for efficiency. Silence moved in wearing the clothes of progress, but a crack doesn't kill sound, it relocates it. The echoing underground in the stone, in the copper, in the bodies that still remember rhythm. That's why some places feel loud even when nothing is playing. That's why you hear things others call imagination. The bell didn't break, it withdrew, waiting for ears that don't need permission and mouths that don't need volume. Healing was never lost, it just stopped announcing itself. The crack is a map, not a failure but a way to listen at. The crack is a map, not a failure but a way to listen now.
The word becomes the world. The moment is carried. Palm, palm the hand that holds the hand that opens. A car is just a vessel until someone remembers. Movement has a heart. Pandora wasn't a curse, she was a container open without listening. Pen, do, earth. The pen doesn't write on the world, it moves through it. Like a root through soil, what you call matter is language slowed down enough to touch. Crystalline chords travel through the palm. When the hand stops grasping, it starts feeling. The poem is a map, a song is the terrain. That's why psalms don't explain, they tune in a missing location. It's alignment, alone is an absence, a singular focus. I is an ego, it's the point of sight. Who beholds is the door, eyes that see truth don't search, they recognize. The world isn't broken, it's spoken without breath. And the word remembers what it made, what it made.
Yeah. Welcome, welcome, one and only. Tapping in to the one and all. How we doing, guys? Let's get into this. Yeah, okay. So, let's just have a little conversation. Step into my mind with me. Yeah. Segment 1. You know, they want to talk about recess while I'm talking about scent. See, there's the difference between the landscape and the map. They laid over this. Between moving with the river and memorizing the bridge and its schedule, most people are busy following the Schaefer routine because safe feels better than awake. Because the mirror does not lie, it reveals. The observer observes. You know what I'm saying? So, when your perception is outsourced, right, but the wolf doesn't ask for permission. The wolf knows the terrain. The wolf knows the terrain because it belongs to it. You can call me a glitch. Call me ADHD. I call it galactic. Yeah. You see, I'm not following Elaine. No, I don't know who Elaine is. I know what Elaine is. Atlantis. Anyways, so, yeah, I'm not following Elaine. I'm the terrain. Welcome to the 10th power. No masks, no hollow days, just source. Yeah, that's right.
They think it's racist, but I'm tracking set. Them on the break, I'm the river known Baptist and said enemy, a disorder is galactic terrain. I don't glitch, I puss, I don't lane, I reign. See, his shepherds think it's play, but I'm locked and surgical, know what I say. I tuck deadly coop with a punchline blade. While they laugh, I guarded their masquerade. They got freak schedules, I got instinct. They move by memory, I move by sync. This ain't thing, it's audited in real time. Turning recess bells into liberty chimes. This is love, this is wolf, this is force unmasked. No hollow days, just truth that lasts. The terrain belongs to the one who feels it. I'm galactic, not glitch. Recognize real wit. You see a stage, I see a courtroom. Every bar's a file, they try to exhume. I'm the file they couldn't delete. A living in deck, then walking down your street. I leave through doom right there to the veil. The man slips off, now you're reading the tale. Parker wrote in a freestyle disguise. Truth potent deep where the laughter lies. I blend the blueprint with the street. Turn tragedy to still mad at every line of dream. I fought to Alfred, I expose with flair. Just a frequency, truth laid bare. So call the bear, all the bluff, they ain't say. They just hit a bar, shame for scurfing those hard pain. But I'm the terrain, galactic brain. This at the 10th power, this is no show. It soars through rhythm, it's hard to flow. They'll laugh till it hits, and they'll know the Liberty Bell just ran through the echo. To weather, you weather a window or a warning. We're weaved or web of the widow, arachnic, not evil, just precise disowning what was never yours. Amazed in a maze of walls we built ourselves. Owens Corning, pink insulation, soft lies that keep the cold in and the truth out. What amaze means to me is sown, not shown. The story planted, not advertised. Rubber glue, things meant to bind or bounce depending on how you strike them. A tapestry patched with gaffers, tape pulled in light where it almost escaped. Guarded glory isn't hidden, it's protected until it can breathe. To weather isn't to endure, it's to read the sky. I move with it. And whether you see it or not, the web was never the trap, it was the test. I move with it.
Yeah. The only sin is not seeing. There's a difference between ignorance of bliss and choosing not to look. One is sleep, the other is refusal. Evil isn't fire, it isn't horns, it isn't monsters in the dark. Evil is life, looked at backwards, his breath held too long. Eyes closed on purpose, hands busy so they don't have to feel. The devil isn't loud, he's detailed. He lives in the fine print, the small justification, the quiet compromises that say, and not today and not my problem, it's someone else will notice. Ignorance is soft, it ends when light arrives. Stupidity is armored, it fights the mirror. Because to see means responsibility, and responsibility means you can't unsee yourself anymore. The devil is in the details, because details require care and care requires presence. Most people don't fear evil, they fear what they'll have to change once they observe the observed. Because the moment you notice who is watching your thoughts, who is choosing your reactions, who is benefiting from your blindness, the spell breaks and evil disappears, not defeated, just reversed. Life resumes its direction forward, breathing again. The only sin was pretending you didn't see.
There's a difference between the landscape and the map they laid over it. Between moving with the river and memorizing the bridge schedule. Flow doesn't ask for permission, it listens then moves. The wolf knows the terrain because it belongs to it, not because it studied it. Sheep don't follow because they're weak, they follow because routine feels safe when perception is outsourced. The cloak works both ways. Some hide as sheep to survive the noise. Some stay sheep because they never learned to read scent. Flow is natural intelligence, it doesn't announce itself, it doesn't rehearse, it responds. Programming repeats, flow adapts. Programming speaks in loops, and this is how it's always been. This is how it's done, this is who you are. Flow speaks once, then acts. You can feel the difference in the body. Flow is breath without instruction, movement without rehearsal, attention without tension. The wolf isn't cruel, it's accurate. It doesn't confuse instinct with impulse or fear with guidance. The artificial landscape rewards compliance. The natural one rewards awareness. The moment you stop asking what you're supposed to think and start noticing what it's thinking for you, the cloak falls.
And you remember.
You remember. You were never meant to be managed. Only await.
This sounds like the introduction to like the Inside Out movie or something.
Joy? Oh no, sadness. I just can't help it. I touched the memory and now it's destroyed. Me.
It really does make me sad. It's a good movie. Alright, let's get serious. As if we ever were playing. Let me start with a confession. I didn't choose art. Art trapped me in a room and said, "Write or die." Well, sounds a little dramatic.
Write or die.
Sure. Until you try not writing with a mind that never stops. Never stops spinning. Never stops playing with words, metaphors like a broken slot machine. My brain was a Vegas casino that refused to pay out until I did. And then it did. Now the jackpot is trauma. Congratulations to everyone listening. Welcome to the One and All, where we unwrap the myth of individuality
It's just the truth.
like a cosmic burrito.
I want nuggies.
Filled with childhood neglect. Sprinkle a little dash of divine symbolism. And then pack it tight with one questionable therapist. Yes. His name was not Richard, but he was a little dick. Yes, I'm serious. Yes, this is still the intro. No, I do not do transitions very well. Alright, let's talk about the one. If I say I am the one, if I say I am the one, call someone, preferably someone with credentials. Not a YouTube guru in a kimono made of hemp and emotional manipulation, but the one is the story of a single consciousness inside a system that forgot it was a collective, inside a culture that confuses noise with meaning, inside a childhood that thought poverty was a personality trait. I grew up watching kids flex, their materials and their... I don't want to sound jealous, but yes. I watched people flex the things that I didn't have in front of me as if to say, you don't have it. They weren't evil. They were just programmed. Our system teaches wealth is a virtue, poverty is a flaw, sharing is sharing socialism. That's funny. But sharing is nature. Every ecosystem shares except us. We want VIP access to oxygen. When I was young, I looked at a kid with a fancy toy and thought, why is this world designed so, one child rides while another watches? And years later, the answer hit me. It wasn't designed, it was inherited. Here you go. Bad code, old patch, no update.
Doesn't compute.
I said it once in a verse. The crooked chess game, where kings move slow, pawns die first, and no one questions who made the rules. The one is the pawn that realized, oh wait, I'm made of the same wood as the king. Wood does come from trees. Sorry, shout out to Neil Brennan. That's the beginning of sovereignty. Not rebellion, not ego inflation. Just the moment the pawn recognizes identity isn't assigned, it's remembered.
Hey, what are you so happy about? Well, I've been listening to Carnage 1nOnly, 1nOnly radio. Huh. And? If you don't know, you're not meant to yet. Blessed wishes, friend. She was so cool.
Okay, the absurdity loop. The capture cycle. I caught a paradox hiding in plain sight. Step 1. The document AI authority admins. This AI authority, whenever I Google search how many people are misdiagnosed every year, there are 70,000 misdiagnoses every year. Translation, the system is failing on a scale so large it should be a scandal. 70,000 is not a little... Whoopsie. It's a factory setting. Jeez. It's the number you get when the equation is wrong, not the few calculations. Immediately after revealing its own failure, okay, while I'm searching this on the AI Google, I proceed to listen to it as it's reading, it back to me. It informs me, if you feel these symptoms, report to a professional. Oh, you stupid. Are you fucking kidding me? The same professional responsible for the 70,000 misdiagnosed per year? That's a paradox. That's a joke in itself. I about drank the Kool-Aid and that would have been my punchline, the last punchline. That's crazy. That's the closed loop of dependence. That's the snake eating its own prescription pad. Ouroboros, man. The scripted logic of control. This is how the logic actually reads if we translated it honestly. We do not know how to identify you correctly. Our mistakes are harming tens of thousands annually. Your treatment is likely being based on a false premise. Please return to the structure that produced this outcome. Do not attempt independent understanding. Your healing must be, your healing must happen inside the architecture of error. That's not science. That's a service model. All right. We're back. We're getting into it. Welcome, everyone. Carnage 1nOnly, speaking to the one and all. Yeah. I hope you're ready for this. Come on, all the way back.